Hi, I'm Chris Ruff, Director of the Office of Ministries and Social Concerns, and today I'm with Pattie Pflugradt, who is a parishioner at Sacred Heart Parish in Marshfield. Yes. And Pattie has a very special ministry that I'd like to ask her about called Gifts of Love. Would you tell us a little bit about what it is, how it started, where it started?
Well, a few years back, my husband and I have been going to Texas as what we call snowbirds to spend the winter down there. And I had gotten involved with the ladies down there doing, sewing and that type of thing. And they had asked me if I would like to do caskets. And I thought, wow, caskets. And they explained to me they were tiny baby caskets for babies who pass away and premature babies. So I thought, I'll try it. And I got into it. It was just a beautiful ministry to do down there. I would line them, decorate them, and get them all ready for the little babies that did pass away. And so when we came back to Wisconsin, I thought, well, it's more of a richer area, but is there any need for it? So I went online, and I found 15 pages alone of different hospitals that were in dire need of the little caskets and burial outfits and items for the NICU.
Now, can you explain a little bit what would be the circumstances that parents would be, obviously we're talking about preemies or we're talking about premature deaths. And so what would be some of the circumstances, I suppose miscarriage, maybe just say a couple things about that.
It's any type of miscarriage or a baby's born under, at any stage. We've had babies buried at 6 months, 5 months, 4 months. Mothers take their babies home when they miscarry, even under that. And they want a place that, they want to know that their babies are being buried with love and tender care. And that's what our biggest mission is, that we know that they're being buried and being taken care of, and that the parents don't know where they are. Otherwise, the hospital says that we'll take care of it for you. Well, then they don't know where it goes. They want to be able to take these babies home and bury them, and we're there to help them do that.
Now, I think you mentioned too that, like, if parents have a child dies of crib death,
we offer the caskets to anyone, any baby. If it's stillborn, crib death, again, premature babies. Anybody is able to take one, take one from us. We offer it to them through the TLC program at St. Joseph's in Marshfield. That's who I'm working with down there. They were really surprised when we showed them the caskets that we were doing. They couldn't believe it. Otherwise, they're just put in a little plastic box and buried that way. And we give them a loving, tender care one that's decorated. And we give them a burial outfit and everything that goes with it, and a blanket. We also give the moms moms and dads, a memorial blanket or box and a little cry hanky in there. And sometimes they can put the little hair or pictures of the baby or footprints of the baby in that memorial box.
Oh, that's just beautiful. Well, can you show us an example of one of the caskets and the burial garments as well?
This is our tiniest one that we have right now, and this is for a baby under 5 months. And Lyle Pascahala is the one that presented these to us. Very nice older gentleman and his wife. And these are one of the tiny little burial outfits that we have that go with it. And babies are this tiny that are being buried. And a lot of times parents don't know where they go because they said they'll take care of it for them. But we want them to know that they can and actually will be able to bury these babies. They can bury them on top of another relative. And they have been known to take them actually home and have a ceremony in our own backyard. So we do line these, and they're lined with satin on the bottom. And this one here, when Lyle brought it to us, he says, it's made out of cabinet door.
Cabinet door?
Cabinet doors. And he had all these little doodads and little knick-knack things, and he says, would that be appropriate? And I says, wow, these are just beautiful. Lyle did a gorgeous job on this. And we presented a bunch of these already to St. Joseph's Hospital. This is the size that they use about the most because of babies that are like 5 months and under or 6 months that pass away.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned this Lyle. Who is Lyle?
He is just a gentleman that actually just came across and called us and wanted to know. He heard about the Gifts of Love, and he was wondering if he could do something for us. He said he's a carpenter, he's retired, and I thought, bring it on, I'll take it. I'll take anything you want to do. And I didn't even know what they were going to look like. And he called me up and brought 3 of them over. And I was really stunned to see how beautiful they were that he did. We also have another gentleman named Charlie. It's Grace Mullen's son-in-law and grandson also made a bunch of them for us. My husband Don is making a medium size, which we don't have because we had to give it to the hospital. We had 2 done, and the hospital wanted them right away, and they're for about a 6-month baby, 6-7-month baby. So they've got those. So we couldn't bring one to show you. Yeah. We are making more of them up. Anyway, my husband Don is making them, and then we also have other ladies making the burial outfits and items for us.
Sure.
So,
sure.
but they just come forward and really want to do this for us, and it's a wonderful ministry for that.
So it sounds like you would be open to carpenters or seamstresses that might have a heart for this and make themselves available to assist. Is that right?
One of our seminarians, Dan.
Okay, he's one of our priests. That's okay.
Anyway, he's a seminarian. Anyway, he came home from vacation, and instead of visiting everybody in that, he made us 5 caskets, and we have one of them here. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful young man.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, if people want to contact you, maybe they want to offer their assistance to make garments or build caskets, or maybe they want to make a financial donation. I presume that would be also welcome.
Yep.
Do you contact information or a website or?
We are on the Sacred Heart website at Sacred Heart Church in Marshfield, Wisconsin. Our phone number is on there, and our address is on that one.
Okay. Now, do you happen to know the website for Sacred Heart? Okay. We'll make sure to put that up as well.
Make sure it's correct, because I'm not always positive.
We'll make sure of that. I'm going to go ahead and move into another question for you right now, and that is, I think you've kind of branched out. Obviously, this is a ministry to grieving mothers and fathers.
Exactly.
But in talking to you, I know that it's become a ministry, certainly to the medical world, and kind of how they've seen this and suddenly raised their consciousness, and also to inmates in some of our jails and prisons. Could you talk about both of those aspects?
Well, first of all, the parents alone that get these baby caskets, that really means the most to us right now. We've had one of the mothers lose her baby, and she wrapped it up after she dressed the baby, put it in the casket, and said that it felt like angels lifted her heart, and that made us all feel so much better. And I have heard so many stories from so many parents that they did not know where their babies went. No clue whatsoever. So they never will know. In fact, one of our gentlemen from the lay formation came up to me, and he said that they lost 2 babies and never knew where they went. So he was going to go home and make a beautiful little box and have a ceremony for it, even though they don't know where they are. So that actually does help the parents as far as their grieving goes. We are also doing a prison ministry right now. We had contacted one of the prisons nearby here in La Crosse, and the prisoners are making 50 caskets for us. In fact, I think they're almost done. And
50?
50.
That's amazing.
50 caskets for it. And if we need more after that, they will give us more. And these caskets are going to be for the Diocese of La Crosse area. We have people bringing babies up here to the shrine, Our Lady, and they're bringing them in boxes, baskets, or just wrapped up. They want them buried, and they have nothing to put them in. And we are going to be offering them to them.
Wow, that's great. So you have male inmates who are they're building for you.
Yes, yes.
And I think you had said something about female inmates and some of the things that they might be able to assist with.
I am going to be going down to La Crosse, or not La Crosse, but Oshkosh, and they are going to be doing crocheting and some sewing for us. They can't do the caskets because of the scissors and some odd things that they can't do, but they are going to be doing a lot of crocheting for us, a tiny premature stuff for us. And they can be making some of the burial outfits too, because we do have the knitted burial outfits also.
Oh, that's beautiful. And then just finally, I think, this is a ministry to the healthcare world too, because as you said, probably many medical facilities, there are a lot of demands on them, and they don't necessarily know what to do, and perhaps they're disposing of the remains in ways that aren't the most beautiful. And so what does this do for them and their awareness? And do you see kind of something in their eyes when you bring this forward? This
works along with the pro-life movement, more or less, too, that I've been working on. It's showing to the public and to the hospitals and to the ministry, these are babies. They are not just something that we can toss away. They are human beings, no matter if it's a miscarriage at 1 to 5 months, whatever. They are a human being, and we need to have them buried with dignity and love. We don't need them just tossed. are just discarded. I know our hospital, every 6 months they claim they bury them, but we have no proof on that. And we did check into a few things, and they are now burying them. And with the TLC program, they are being offered everything that we're offering, so that the parents can turn around and say, yes, I'll take my miscarriage home. Yes, I'll take my 5-month baby home to bury it. And that's what we love to do. And the hospital knows that.
Pattie, there's so many levels on which this is such a beautiful ministry. So God bless you for this great work that you're doing in all the ways. And obviously it's touching hearts. And I'm just thinking of even the inmates who they're in jail for a reason, but all of a sudden they're building caskets that are reinforcing in their own minds and hearts the dignity of the human person. That's going to make them better people.
That's going to make them better.
So many blessings on all of this, and we'll put the contact information on the website so people can know more about it and also support it in various ways. So thank you.
Thank you.